Glad to have you with us from Fort Worth, Texas, today at Amon G. Carter Stadium, and we will see who comes out victorious in the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Army Black Knights offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right, with the bowl system. Not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next.
There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Black Knights, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. He's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Black Knights come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's fouled. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Backed up now, here's second and long. They just keep firing. Fires to the right. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Black Knights trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Auburn Tigers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Nice move to pick up yardage.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. The quarterback reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Here's a hit. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Blunt. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a crease to the left.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Trying to impose their will with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. That's exactly what you'd expect from this brave old Army team, getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, they know who they are, they know what they want to do, and they're going to run the football at you early.
He's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Black Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They go to the draw. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Blunt. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On third down, he drops the throw. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking for room. It's Flowers. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third.
Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
Third down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the first down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Well, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. To the ground with the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first down.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Army!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. That's caught. It's Moreno. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll run the screen. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Cradles it at the 35. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run.
Turning it on! That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Black Knights with the 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Fakes to grab. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Black Knights!
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Back to throw. It's Blunt. Makes the catch. It's Slater. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Takes a shot at... Go. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Get it out on the screen. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. These corners going to give them some space. To the air on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give out of the gun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Still on his feet at the 45. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Reese, hard not to enjoy the pageantry and the meaning of this great game. And, of course, it helps to have had ourselves an eventful first half in the Armed Forces Bowl. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the second half of the Armed Forces Bowl.
The Black Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Slater. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. To throw, it's Blunt. Going deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Right back to him on the ground. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got it set up on the outside. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back? Finds.
There he goes.
This guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Knox. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Wicks. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Blunt. Finds his tight end. Looking for room at the 30. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Beck's going for the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Black Knights.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So here comes the Auburn offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Leaves it with the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Guys, it is Army who carries the lead into the quarter break. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking for a crease. It's Slater. Oh, what a move. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Rides the back on the option, the give. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The Black Knights can really attack on this second and short. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Army!
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the outside. Oh, not a slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Powers through. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Slater. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the 1st. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Luck. Continues to fight for yards. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snagged in the middle. It's Luck. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Plucks it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10 and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The give on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it on the right. Wide open space. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the Sunday. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are